Hello everyone, it's Enigma here, and today we are going to be talking about some more Super Smash Bros. Ultimates. But more importantly, we're going to be talking about some new potential characters that could be into this game. However, there's been something that I have been meaning to do for a little bit ago, and this is going to be a little fun video, and it's going to be in a similar fashion to my Mario characters video. This video, I'm going to be talking about not really Nintendo, but this is going to be more based on Square Enix. But it is about Nintendo nonetheless, because it is still about Smash Bros. Ultimate. Obviously, Smash Bros. Ultimate. Obviously there's third-party companies, third-party guests have characters like Sega has Sonic and Bayonetta, Capcom has Ryu and Mega Man. It's a very interesting, they're very interesting characters that could get into Smash, and ever since Snake was revealed for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, this led the door to many video game characters, and in Smash 4, we finally got a Square Enix character, which was Cloud from Final Fantasy. Cloud's reveal broke the internet, and he was owned by Square Enix. Now, for those who don't know, Nintendo and Square back in the 90s used to have one of the best relationships with any video game company. They were very friendly towards each other. But during the late 90s, they kind of split apart and they just became, enemies. But ever since Cloud was revealed for Smash 4 DLC, Nintendo and Square instantly became friends again. Which is a good thing, because I feel like Nintendo and Square are, made for each other. They're perfect together. I mean, look what happened with Super Mario RPG. They combined themselves, both of their ideas, and they made that masterpiece. I mean, Nintendo and Square have a good relationship, and this means that since Cloud is in the game, it is possible that we could have another Square Enix rep. And it's kind of odd because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Square Enix is the only third-party developer from Smash 4 to have only one rep in Ultimate. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's the case. If that's the case, I think we should have another Square Enix character, even if it's just one. And I thought that I could talk about 5 potential Square Enix characters that could potentially be in the game. And I limited it to 5 simply to just make it easier. Those 5 characters I'm going to be talking about is Chrono from Chrono Trigger, a Bravely Default character, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, Geno from Super Mario RPG, and Slime from Dragon Quest. Those are going to be the 5 characters I'm going to be talking about in this video, and I'm going to be giving a reason why I think those could be the Square Enix rep. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it, starting with the number 5 choice, meaning probably the least likely, which is Slime from Dragon Quest. Now, I'm not saying that any Dragon Quest character is not possible, but Slime, I just don't see Slime being a character. I just don't. I think if Slime is supposed to be represented in any way, it'd be an assist trophy. But anyways, how would he function in Smash as a character? How would he move around and attack? I feel like he would be interesting, but I don't feel like out of any Square Enix character, they would choose Slime. I don't think they choose him. And also, I don't really know what his moveset would be. What would his moveset potential be? I don't really know what he'd do that'd make him stand out and be interesting. So, really, I don't really know what he'd do. And with the trend of the character reveals in the game, with how all of the character reveals have been characters that people have wanted for the longest time, I don't really think Slime is a really fan-voted character. I don't really think that Nintendo is trying to go for an oddball choice in this game. So I don't think that they choose Slime over any other Square Enix character. Like, I just don't see Slime being in the game. So I think Slime is the least likely, but starting from number 4 is a huge increase from likelihood. So, yeah, I honestly, genuinely don't think Slime will be in the game. But starting with number 4, that will change because I think the number 4 spot is actually very likely. So anyways, the number 4 spot is a Bravely Default character. Now people are probably going to be wondering, why is a Bravely Default character here? Bravely Default is a very popular franchise and has a lot of games on Nintendo consoles. That is true, but I honestly feel like an assist trophy would fit best for a Bravely Default character rather than a playable character. I mean, I really don't see what a Bravely Default character would bring that is interesting. And not only that, just like I said with Slime, you know, a Bravely Default character hasn't really been highly voted. You know, a lot of people haven't really been requesting a Bravely Default character. And there's been other Square Enix characters that have been more heavily voted than a Bravely Default character. It would be cool, but I don't think it'd happen. I just don't think they'd choose a Bravely Default character over a character that I feel is more deserving of a spot from Square Enix. So, really, I'm gonna have to put a Bravely Default character here. I just have to, because I feel the other characters that are above this character, are kind of more deserving of a spot. So that's why I put a Bravely Default character at number 4. So yeah, Bravely Default character definitely number 4. Now on to number 3, and at number 3, I have Chrono from Chrono Trigger. Now people are probably going to be wondering, why is Chrono from Chrono Trigger above a Bravely Default character? Well, I think Chrono would actually be a very important character to include in Smash, because he's a very iconic game character. Like, a lot of people don't realize it, but I actually think Chrono Trigger is a very iconic game. You know, it has a lot of fans, you know, a lot of people want a new game, and Chrono has a lot of fans. He's a retro character with average fan support, you know. He does have some fans that want him, but I haven't seen a lot of fans, but I have seen a few, to the point where I think Sakurai may consider him. And he has had a huge gaming legacy. Like, he's a very important RPG character. Like, Chrono is a very iconic character, and if they want to go for, like, a classic third-party rep, like they did with Simon Belmont, another choice would be Chrono from Chrono Trigger. However, there is one thing that is holding him back, and that is a loss of relevancy. Normally, I've stopped using the relevancy argument, but Chrono Trigger is so irrelevant to the point where I could feel like Sakurai wants a character that, you know, a lot of more people want, and a character that, you know, fans want, and probably a character he feels is more deserving of the spot. And don't get me wrong, I think Chrono is definitely deserving of a spot in Smash, but I don't think that the next 2 characters on this list will beat him. Personally, in my opinion, I mean, the next 2 characters on this list will probably beat him to the roster than him himself. So, the next 2 characters I feel are gonna be in. So yeah, let's just go on to number 2, which is Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Okay, like I said in my roster predictions, I think Sora has a good chance, but is DLC. I don't see him being in the base roster, but I can definitely see Sora being a DLC character. And what makes me feel like he'll be a character as DLC is because he is an extremely fan-voted character. Not only that, but Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming soon, and I guess I could say he's very iconic, and he has just a ton of fan support for Smash. The only thing that's holding him back is the Disney relationship, because it might hurt his chances, but only a tiny bit. And the reason why I say only a tiny bit is because Nintendo and Disney do have a friendship, because, I mean, look at Wreck-It Ralph. You know, Wreck-It Ralph is a movie that features video game characters, and a series that is represented in that movie is the Mario series, because it has Bowser, and in Wreck-It Ralph 2, Mario is in the movie. So, really, Nintendo and Disney do have a friendship. They have interacted with each other before. So, I don't think Sora is out of the equation. I think Sora could have a very solid chance of being in this game as DLC. I highly doubt the base roster, even though that would be a huge surprise, but I just don't see it happening. I think Sora would fit best for DLC, but I think he's very likely at this point, especially with the whole trend of fan-supported characters, and Sora is fan-supported, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if Sora is included. So that is something to be excited for. However, there is one Square Enix character that most certainly tops the rest, and that is Geno from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Out of any of the characters that could ever be requested for Smash, he is probably the most requested character for Smash at this point, after the review of King K. Rool and Ridley. Geno has a wide fan support, and he comes from a first-party franchise, and Sakurai has stated he wanted Geno, as he had a Mii Fighter outfit in Smash 4, and then he was interviewed asking why he included Geno as a Mii Fighter outfit, and Sakurai revealed to us that he wanted to include Geno in Brawl, but that never ended up happening. Geno has this is probably Geno's best chance to get into a Smash game. And on top of that, back to the Mii Fighter outfit thing, he was the only outfit to retrieve a splash screen, meaning that Sakurai understands the fan support behind him. I mean, why would he waste that much time making a splash screen for just a Mii Fighter outfit? I mean, personally, I think that could definitely hint towards Geno's reveal to Smash Ultimate. Because, I mean, think about it too. I mean, this is kind of like a theory, but did you guys realize that Geno's Mii Fighter outfit was released in December 2015? The same time Super Smash Bros. Ultimate's roster was finalized? I mean, that is a huge evidence supporting this, but I think that could be the case. Geno, I would honestly be shocked if Geno does not make it in at this point. I mean, Geno has gotta make it in. I mean, he's the last of the trio to be revealed in Smash. If you don't know what the trio is basically the three characters that were the most requested characters back in the day. We already got Ridley and King K. Rool. Those two characters were in the trio. The only one that's left is Geno. And there is no doubt in my mind that Geno will be playable. And the only reason I feel like Geno was saved for last was because, you know, it's simply because he's third party. And I feel like he would definitely fit for a final character reveal. I think out of any Square Enix character, I think Geno is next to be revealed. So yeah, that is my who will be revealed from Square Enix in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. That is my opinion on it. Tell me your opinions in the comments down below, and I'd love to hear it. So yeah, what character from Square Enix do you think has the most likely chance? Or just a Square Enix character you want to see in Smash? Let me know in the comments down below. and I'd love to hear it. Anyways, this has been Enigma, and peace. See you next time.